welcome back to Viewer's Voice. Here, I got my daughter, Jay Lee Chanel Pena.
Not his daughter, y'all.
Whatever. But right, we'll be talking about oversimplifying topics today. And sayings. More so, I love you, or no closure is closure, or if she/he, right, wants to do something, they would do it. Things of that nature. So strictly more seen probably is the term "I love you," right? Now we all know those three words mean a lot to a lot of people, and they have a lot of importance and a lot of meaning and value. So when you say "I love you" to a person, you are not just saying it to express a heightened liking for a person. You're more so saying it in terms of more than just your feelings. Because love is not just you liking someone or being intimate with someone, but rather being patient with them, kind, slow to anger, being forgiving with them, and being unconditional in terms of whatever it may be. Not just have conditional love, where if they mess up in this instance and circumstance, all that love's out the window. If they piss you off, all that love's out the window, and so on and so forth. I'm going to add on.
Yeah, so like, for example, I feel like that's a good example because I might be one of them people that oversimplify that. I'm not gonna lie. Like, for example, I'll tell I say love you a lot because out of, how do you say, I would say I just say it because what if, like, you never know what's gonna happen, so I just say it because, like, but not to, like, anybody. I say it to people I care about.
Yeah.
So if, like, I care about you and, like, oh, like, you about to hang up the phone, all right, love you, talk to me later, like, things like that. I think society would, for example, they confuse, like Kanye said, they confuse liking somebody a lot for loving somebody. Now, you could like somebody a lot and have a heart, like a big interest in them. But that's just a crush. Do you know this person enough to say that you love them? Because when time passes, as time passes, it's going to be like, okay, you said I love you, but then you're going to be like, oh, it was too soon. Because you didn't even really love him. And then you're going to want to leave him. Because you didn't really love him. You just liked them a lot. And then you got to know the real them, and you're like, oh, I don't love him no more. But I never really did love him. You just liked them a lot. Yeah. Go ahead.
And I mean, that's pretty much it. That's why the saying itself is very oversimplified, because people are just lacking what it really means. And they're just so quick to throw it out there without fully having felt true love yet. And I mean, the way I see it and the way the Bible says it even is that if love fails, it was never really love in the first place. So essentially, it's not that you may have fell out of love for a person, but yeah, if you view it as it didn't work, or you wholeheartedly believe that that relationship that you had wasn't good for you, and you just kind of want to scrap it out your mind, yet you said you love that person, you most likely didn't love that person, and vice versa. They probably didn't love you and adore you as much as you may believe and would hope. But it's also not wrong to have love for someone you may have quote unquote fell out of love with, because it's way deeper than people simplify it to be. It's not something that you could just sever whenever you want to, like a crush. When you could easily lose a crush for a person. But love is not something that you just fall out of or just forget about within 2 minutes, 2 days, or 2 months even. Now, another saying that is very oversimplified today is people talking about if he or she wanted to, they would. And they usually say this when they see a couple who is doing really good, or a man who does a really big gesture for his significant other, do that gesture, and then believe that same thing and their same relationship structure should apply to everyone else out there.
Let's use Kanye as an example, because Kanye is a good example. Earlier, Kanye was like, I just bought my girlfriend Xbox. Don't release this until you give her the Xbox. He's like, I bought her Xbox. Now, for other people in their head, they're going to be like, oh, well, that's an example. If you want to, you will. Why my man didn't give me an Xbox? Maybe your man don't work. Like, you cannot put that in your head because maybe he shows you what he needs to show you in other ways. Like, not everybody's gonna buy you Xbox. I would never buy my man Xbox. Yeah. Maybe like when we grow, yeah. But you know what I'm saying? Like, if I wanted to, I will. But that's to a certain extent. So yeah, like maybe your man or your woman could show you in different ways. Maybe she might take you out. She might pay for your gas. She might take you out to eat, or like there's so many other ways, or like just like little things. Like maybe he or she will take you out on a date and get you your favorite flowers.
Yeah. And along the lines of that too is if you do see someone do a big gesture for their significant other, realize that gesture takes place in their relationship, and the reasons behind it are strictly for their relationship. So that person, I can't say his name, 'cause I don't remember it, but the person that built a castle or mansion, whatever, for his significant other, he may have did that for numerous reasons that we may never fully know. Maybe she gave him the money for it. Maybe she really adored him in their lifetime, and that made him want to do something very big to return the favor.
Maybe he was just coochie whip. We don't know.
Maybe.
We really don't know.
Right. But the thing is, people will see that, and on the internet just try to flip the script and be like, okay, why is my man not building me a house? Why is he not getting up and do all these extravagant things?
Right.
Whole time, you not giving him any reason to do that. Maybe you don't give yourself enough value to show that you are deserving of these certain things. And some women out there do deserve these things and show the value within themselves and do really good things for their significant other, and they just put in no effort. But at that point, it's just a bad relationship altogether and a bad partner, because no matter what you do, he may never want to do it because he doesn't see you the same way you see him. But for the people out there, yeah, he's a bum, right? But for the people out there who just believe that, oh, this exists here, he does this for her here, etc., etc., this means no matter who I end up with, they should be doing these exact same things. But it's not that simple. There's a lot more that goes into it for each and every specific individual relationship, and so on.
And to be more specific, let's get into a specific like event. Like let's say maybe you're not playing your part as a woman in a relationship. Like you just be like, oh, well, my man need to take care of me. Do he really though? Because are you taking care of him? Like let's say for example, oh, he got out. He doing all this busy all day. Maybe he got work in the morning, and then he get off at work, and he's like, damn, babe, fix me a plate, or massage my back real quick. And you like, nah, I'm busy right now. Or maybe he's like maybe wanting you to do it, and you don't go like, what's that word, like, not to say you won't go out your way, but offer it. Like to show that you care and you want to make sure he like check in a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you don't. So you're expecting him to do this, but you're not giving nothing in return. Why would he ever?
Exactly.
Not to be on a man's side, but same vice versa. Example, like he wants you, like let's say for example, he wants you to do all of this, but he don't do nothing for you. No, I'm not doing shit for you. I'm not cooking for you. No, cause you don't do nothing for me. What are you talking about? No, absolutely not. I feel like it should be 50-50, and when it comes to like him wanting to do it, it's because he knows you deserve it.
Yeah.
And not to say like you earned it, but like you kind of earned it because you showed him that you care and that you deserve it. Yeah, like you just deserve it, or vice versa. She deserves it, so she gonna get it.
And it's also important to note that it's not just them wanting to do it, but it's a matter of if they have the time, resources, and effort, willing to, actually want to go into that thing that they want to do. For example, like a lot of people may want to do things for their significant other. He may want to buy you a car. He may want to take you on a fancy restaurant or a trip to a resort or whatever. He just may not have the time and schedule to do it. He may not have the money and finances to pay for something of that sort, right? Or maybe he has both those things, but you yourself has not shown that you are worth any of that, potentially. And I'm not saying that to put down other people and just believe like, okay, if he's not doing A, B, C, and D, maybe I'm just not worth anything. It's not that. It's just understanding that a lot more comes into play when someone wants to do something for their significant other, rather than just the once. That's not all it is. But people have simplified it and dumbed it down a bit to just believe, yeah, if he or she would want to, they would do it. It's not the case. It's a lot more things that go into it, and plug into the matter.
Yeah.
I'll say that's all for this video. Thank you for listening. I'll see you guys in the next one.
Bye, y'all.